Good afternoon from Kirksville, Missouri. This is Randy Kirvin, and this is Rant and Randy's Rant, the true Patriot group for YouTube today. All right, I started about a minute early. I'm going to have to be in kind of a rush. I got to leave out of here before it gets dark. It's currently in the teens outside with a low tomorrow morning of 3 below. So I want to be able to get in, get out, and get back here this evening. Got an excellent opening story from the National Archives. Did you know that the National Archives have an investigative unit? And Rachel's show was showing what they do. Something gets stolen from the National Archives, and these group of detectives go after it. Well, lo and behold, they are pursuing a case against the Arizona Republicans who sent a document of fake electors for Trump. You can't make this shit up. This is happening. In Fulton County, Georgia, permission has been given to impanel a special purpose grand jury to investigate fraud committed by you know who. I'll give you a little hint. I always love hearing when he's in more trouble. And I'll just leave it with one hint. The first letter in the last name is T. You got to love it, brothers and sisters. The absolute worst thing that could happen to Donnie is happening with the RICO prosecutor that they have on that special grand jury. News of an adult in the White House. President called the reporter and apologized for calling him a stupid son of a bitch. You wouldn't have heard that from the other one. The former, he wouldn't do that. And after all, he was saying it is he was leaving the room, and that's only right, the right thing to do. You wouldn't, like I said, you wouldn't have gotten it from the former. It's called behaving like an adult. There's the difference. Texas Governor Abbott has been using the National Guard at the border. I think it's been 3 months. They're on a 1 year assignment away from their family, and it's a political play for Greg Abbott's reelection. All right. Beto O'Rourke, I caught his interview, has been to the border and talked with the troops that have been assigned for the 1 year, away from their families, away from their jobs. Abbott cut their education fund in order to pull this political stunt. Texas, vote for Beto O'Rourke for your governor. And what is this with Robert Kennedy Jr., Bobby Kennedy's son, is now an anti-vaxxer and appeared at was comparing vaccine mandates to Nazi Germany. What would his father, Bobby Kennedy, think about that? As the Auschwitz Memorial said, I'm going to quote, no, I'm not going to quote the whole thing, but the last portion, which nails it, brothers and sisters, including Anne Frank in a debate about vaccines and limitations during a pandemic is a sad symptom of moral and intellectual decay. This is disgracing his father's memory with lies and conspiracy theories. And then we move on to another outrage from former Congressman Newt Gingrich, which my late brother and I always hated that man, who thinks that members of the January 6th committee should be threatened with jail time. What the fuck is that? Jail time? Please. How is that not threatening members of Congress? I want to remind them, the GOP, that there's a lot of crazies that might take it to heart. And I don't want to see people killed or violence against them, which when you do that kind of thing, you see what happens. Oh, wait a minute. What the fuck am I thinking? They've already done that. Like Paul Gosar uh, against AOC and Biden. That's already acceptable behavior in the GOP. You don't get any punishment for it. Gingrich was Speaker of the House, uh, and he was talking about taking Congress back and jailing colleagues for laws they have broken. What laws? They're trying to look into January 6th. They're not breaking any laws. And of course, he was on Fox when he said that. And I'm asking the GOP and the Republican voters, what laws have they broken? Because there aren't any laws they're broken. Their purpose is to get to the bottom of the insurrection. Meanwhile, with the kind of language Matt Gaetz about himself, Marjorie Taylor Greene, and Jim Jordan, I won't call them traitors because we don't have a war, because that would make them traitors. Now, Matt, your young girlfriend, has gotten immunity for her testimony about you. You can't make this shit up. Our founding father, George Washington, predicted 226 years ago what happened on January 6, 2021. Agitates the community with ill-founded jealousies and false claims, kindles the animosity of part against another, foments occasionally riot and insurrection. George Washington had it well, and that was his farewell speech that comes from, and he nailed it. On Russia's possible insurrection or invasion of Ukraine, I trust my president, who, by the way, is doing more than the former did. He would have rolled over for Putin anytime Putin challenged him. That's what he did. He rolled over. The situation is a delicate one, and Joe Biden is showing strength and resilience. The GOP thinks he's weak. And like I said, what would their orange idol have done? He would say, we need to remain friends with them, because he was a coward. He defended a killer. He defended a man who jails his opponents. This is exactly what King Ding Dong would love to do, and to have a land where he could do that. A land where he's above the law, not only him, but his whole damn family. They think they're the royal family. royal family in exile, I might add to that. And what is Tucker Dogface Carlson still up to, presenting Ukraine as a country that we gain nothing by helping? We already know that un-American Carlson defends Russia because of oil and natural gas. And Fox News in general is painting Biden as a madman. Again, last night, everything Biden is doing is wrong. And I just can't get over it. It's night after night of Dogface Carlson defending Vladimir Putin. Why? Because he judges countries according to their fossil fuels. He is a piece of shit, and he's un-American, ladies and gentlemen. That's about all I got for today. And I appreciate everybody showing up out here. Hello, Stanley. Hello. Oh, boy, these glasses are getting harder. Oh, there we go. Hello, James. Hello, Nancy. And hello, Carol. I'll be getting this recording out here later. That's why it's always important. Let me get my KC lined up a little better. It's always important to share this one. This one moves slower than others. Also decided today I'll be posting to less groups, because if they're not responding to my notifications, I feel like I'm wasting my time. I don't care if somebody thinks it's funny that I'm making an announcement that I'm going to do a rant. That's fine. Some people take me as being funny. I try to approach this with humor, with our enemy, the golden calf, King Ding Dong. But in any case, I'm going to keep sending them out to quite a few groups. They're appreciated there. I see their response. I don't always see from YouTube. I can't tell where they got shared unless they're shared from my timeline. Now, if you do it from my timeline, it will be out there to where I'll know where not to send it in our groups. Mainly, I just want to get it out to our groups. The other groups, I can get them out. That's what I do like about YouTube. It's a recording. I can get it out at my own pace with your help, of course. All right, that's about all I've got for you today. And got one like already. I think we're at 261 subscribers. 182 Randy's Corner, and 426 Rant and Randy's Rant, the True Patriots group. So we're growing this thing. It may be slow, but it's getting done, baby. And I will leave you with peace, resist, persist. And I insist that we get out there, get the word out, rise that blue wave bigger than it was in the presidential election, because baby, we're going to have it. The Republicans want to make sure they can control the election. It's going to look bad when they're taking a couple of million away and saying, no, our guy won. Holy shit. You wouldn't think I'd have to be dealing with this shit, but this is the world that we live in. Hello, Maria. You're a little late, but it's like I was telling everybody, it's a recording, so you can look back at it, and all of you, help me out. I love the support I get, but I can always use more support. I may put out my information on financial support, but that's not a priority to me. This show is free to anybody that wants to watch it. It's just every now and then, each of our voices out here could use a little help. All right, let you go now. Like, share. If you're new out here, you like what you're hearing here, become a member of the Blue Dot family and subscribe here. All right. Have a good one. Thank you for being here, all of you. And I will see you later on this evening in the comments. I've got a little bit of running around before it gets ice cold and dark out there. All right. Have a good one. See you later. And help me share this shit. Please help share.